Okay, so this is a good day. This is day 5, and this is a rest day. But I think I mentioned earlier on in the week, I didn't really, sorry, the gears are going to be really noisy on this. I didn't really want to do nothing on my rest days, because I think the advice is that you should still try and do some kind of exercise. There's a little gate coming up here. Don't fall off. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, the general advice I think is that you should do some kind of exercise even on your rest days. So whether that's going and doing some swimming or some kind of non-impact exercise. I think the idea is to give your legs a bit of a break. Although I looked at like a few different running plans, and definitely some of the harder ones, there's not many rest days. The easier ones, there's lots of rest days. So I don't know. Anyway, so the plan is I'm not going to do a lot, but I wanted to do some cycling. So I've got my bike here, and it's just before lunchtime in a minute. I just have a little errand to run, so I thought I'd go on my bike, and that'll take me out about 3 miles on the bike, and then I'll have to cycle home again later on as well, and that'll be about 6 miles. So yeah, just a bit of exercise, just something. Sorry for the wonky camera view. My phone's like velcroed onto the frame of the bike here, and the brake cable's kind of pushing it out of the way. I will try and come up with a better solution for this in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of reflect on yesterday as well. So really sore legs last night. You know, they were stiff, and then getting up this morning as well is like my thighs were really hurting me. But you know, not as bad as I've had sometimes in the past. I mean, the first time I did a 5k, I did it with no training, and I felt just really awful after that one. My legs hurt so much. So you know, they hurt, but I'll be able to run on Saturday. Tomorrow my options are I can either do a park run or a 5-mile run, and I thought I might just mix the two up, because the way I'm going to do the park run is I'll be doing it with a running buggy, so my time's going to be really slow. I'll post up a link tomorrow to my park run time, so you can have a laugh at them. Sort of vary between awful and really awful. But yeah, certainly with running around with a buggy, it'll be a bad time for me. So it's not going to be fast, but it's quite a hilly park run, so it should be quite good for me in terms of training for that, and adding in the weight of the buggy there will kind of increase the difficulty of that, so it should be quite good. And then I thought I might just go for another little run on top of that as well. So what I might do is finish the park run and then even try and run home, or just run part of the way home and maybe walk the rest. Because I wouldn't mind just making it up to like 5 miles with the park run. But it's actually like it's 4.5 miles home from that park run to where I live, so I don't really want to run that far. Not when I've got my first long run coming up on Sunday. So I'm gonna keep it fairly sedate. Maybe just run either a mile or a couple of miles afterwards, and then walk the rest of the way, or get someone to give me a lift back or something, or get a bus. But I can update you on that tomorrow. But yeah, the next sort of reasonably sized challenge is the 9-miler on Sunday. But I think that's either done at an easy pace or a steady pace, and it could be easy. Hoping it's easy. So that shouldn't be too awful. Sorry for the noise, it's going past a load of lorries. And then let's get on the road and off the pavement. The other thing that's I realized when I was looking through the training plan is that at some point I need to do a half marathon. So I know I was talking yesterday about the fact that I have this run coming up that's sort of halfway between a half marathon. It's just around the half marathon point. But that doesn't fall in the right week for me doing like a timed, like competitive race. So I do need to find one somewhere that fits in with my training plan. So I'll try and update with that as well. See if I can find one. If I can't find one, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just have to work something out. Have to make one up, or try and get someone to compete against me, or compete against myself. But that's the problem I have, is that when it's me pushing me, it's too easy to cheat. You know, when you're in that big race pack, I find it a lot easier to just be dragged along with them. So it's something I've got to think about anyway. But yeah, next challenge I've got coming up is the 9 miler on Sunday, which I'm feeling generally pretty good about anyway. I think it's going to be quite pleasant, hopefully. And my plan is to get out there and get it done early in the morning, because it's a good chance it's going to be hot. It's been hot most of this week, and also I just don't want it to hang over me all day. Like, my aim with all these long runs is to get out earlier in the day, just so it doesn't kind of wreck my day. Not that I hate running, but just knowing you have a lot of physical exercise ahead of you does sort of sit at the back of your mind a little bit. So I just want to kind of get out there and get it done. Anyway, next update will be either during or post park run tomorrow.